Welcome! Today we've added OOP, Object-Oriented Programming, onto a Viem Telegram bot. OOP is a programming paradigm that's alternative to functional programming. Although specifically in TypeScript, they are not mutually exclusive and can both be used at the same time. In OOP, we use classes to encapsulate business logic where we put parts of our code in a logical manner, so that it's easy for other developers to search, reuse, and change code. And also from my experience, if you haven't touched code for 2 weeks and you come back to it, you often forget how the codebase how the different pieces of code work together. So first we instantiate the bot instance from Viem Telegram bot app. This class holds the whole app business logic, basically. The one that's instantiated, a constructor inside of it gets called, where we initialize the bot itself from Grammy. I use a framework Grammy that's built on top of Node.js. That's for Telegram, building Telegram bots. Then we initialize different handlers in here. First is the conversation handler that sets up conversation interface for communicating between bot and user. For instance, when the bot wants to know what the address of the user is and wants to ask him, this is where the conversation interface, this is where we use the conversation interface. Action handler registers callback queries for callback buttons that's responsible for capturing events or capturing button clicks by users. Session handler is a data storage that gets initialized and we assign an empty object to it. This is crucial because if you want to use conversation handler or conversation interface, you need to initialize session as well. Command handler is used to register all the different commands we have, and here we also assign handlers to them. After we instantiate the bot, we are calling init function, where we set up our session handler, conversation handler, action, and command handlers, so all these handlers. And we are, for example, for session, we are adding this session middleware. For conversations, we are initializing our conversation interface here and creating 2 particular conversations we want to use, which first is balance, like getting address for the balance, and getting transaction count, address for transaction count, basically. For callback queries, we are also going through the action keys which we have here, which comes from the actions itself, so those are the keys, and we are basically registering the callback queries for it. And as you can see, it dynamically registers them, meaning if you would add a different entry or another entry point here for the action, it would register the handler for it on its own. And in the end, we are setting up the commands, what I already showed you, where we add all the commands for the bot. And after we initialize the bot, we are calling start, that starts the Telegram bot, and the user can interact with it. Please note that how I created different classes for different business logics that we needed. I specifically take all the conversation interface code inside of this conversation handler and put, for example, here created the methods for conversations, basically. And if I needed to create another conversation, I would do it right here. And also for actions, created another action business logic class that holds all the actions I need. I think you got the idea of encapsulating code into a class with similar logic. I think it's a powerful paradigm you can build your project upon to optimize for maintainability and scalability. If you liked the video, comment and let me know what I should build as next, or maybe you want me to extend bots functionality. You can find the repository in the description. See you.